At the beginning of the story, our main character Lu Chan says, "Someone once told me that if you do good in life, good things will always happen to you." Following this belief, I always behaved well with everyone and lived a decent life. From childhood, my life had been going pretty great. Then, my girlfriend entered my life. I trusted her more than even my family, and perhaps that was the moment I made the biggest mistake of my life. Just to make her happy, I sold my dad's property. I even distanced myself from my entire family. But today, because of my girlfriend's betrayal, I stand at death's door. However, at that critical moment, a savior appeared and saved my life. Afterward, I made a promise to myself. I will become the strongest person in this world. The Lu Chan who used to be naive and innocent no longer exists. I left that version of myself behind and became the Immortal Emperor Luo Wuji. But even after gaining such immense power, I made the same mistake again, trusting people. I trusted my so-called brothers and my dear disciple, for whom I would have given my life. Today, those very people are conspiring to kill me. But as they say, fate is unpredictable. It can flip in an instant. The gods gave me another chance to go back to the past and correct my mistakes. In this life, I have the power to annihilate them in a single blow, but I promise I will make them suffer before I kill them. As a child, I was taught to be good to everyone, but life has taught me to be good only to those who are good to me. Now, destruction will reign upon this world, and even the souls of my enemies will tremble because Lu Chan is no more. The Immortal Emperor Luo Wuji has returned. So, join me on my journey of revenge and witness what this Immortal Emperor does to his enemies. Let's start the story. At the beginning of the story, we see our main character killing a group of people. As he moves forward, he thinks to himself, "I cannot forgive my disciple." In a flashback, we see Luo Wuji saying, "I have accepted you as my disciple. There's no need for you to give me any gifts." The disciple responds, "Immortal Emperor, I know that what I've given you is nothing compared to what you deserve. Please accept it as a token from me. I am truly fortunate to become your disciple and vow to remain loyal to you for the rest of my life." Moving forward, Luo Wuji blesses her, saying, "My child, I bless you to achieve great heights." In the present, we see the disciple bound by numerous heavenly chains. She cries out, "Master, save me." Meanwhile, others mockingly say, "Do you think Luo Wuji will come? If he doesn't, this disciple of his will belong to us." Just then, Luo Wuji appears and annihilates them, saying, "How dare you attack my disciple?" The disciple, relieved, says, "Master, you've finally come." Luo Wuji replies, "My child, just wait a second. I'm here to save you." But then, Luo Wuji accidentally steps on the 10 Furious formation, which severely weakens him, breaking her chains. The disciple says, "Master, if you had trusted me enough to give me your inheritance, I wouldn't have had to resort to all this planning." She continues, "I never thought the Immortal Emperor would care so much for his disciple, the formation that you could recognize from a distance. This time, in your haste, you stepped right into it." Luo Wuji says, "What greed did you have that I couldn't fulfill for you?" The disciple replies, "Master, you possess the Supreme Emperor's scripture, the strongest artifact in all of heaven and earth. Hand it over now, or I won't hesitate to torture you." Enraged, Luo Wuji destroys the gift she gave him and unleashes his power, saying, "I am the Immortal Emperor, no formation can defeat me." The disciple thinks, how can someone still be so powerful even after falling into a formation that no one has ever escaped alive? But then, Luo Wuji is hit with a devastating attack. He reflects, "Even my friends betrayed me for the Emperor's scripture." The leader of the attackers says, "Luo Wuji, to be honest, we never had an issue with you, but despite coming after us, you advanced so far in the immortal world, it was bound to cause some jealousy, wasn't it?" The disciple mocks, "Master, don't bother begging us, it won't help. Hand over the Emperor's scripture, or we'll tear you apart piece by piece." The Immortal Emperor replies, "Beg me, in front of traitors like you? That's a dream you should never have had. If all you wanted was the Emperor's scripture, let me tell you, I will never give it to you." Saying this, Luo Wuji destroys the entire planet with his power. Opening his eyes, Luo Wuji hears voices and thinks, "Am I still alive? No, perhaps this is my rebirth." He realizes, "My cultivation has ended, but the Supreme Emperor's scripture is still within my body. This isn't a dream. I've returned to Earth, to the time when I was just 20 years old. This means I have another chance. I can build a powerful foundation and gather all the heavenly seeds remaining on Earth. Last time, even though I started late, I became a heavenly emperor, but this time, since I'm starting first, no one will be able to compete with me. My dear disciple, we will meet again in the future, and this time, your master will treat you properly." Just then, Luo Chan's phone rings. A girl on the other end speaks, "Luo Chan, this is Jinjimin. My phone died, so I'm calling from my mom's phone. I'm at the station with my mom waiting for you. Call me when you arrive. Luo-chan thinks to himself, Jin Jimin, I still need to settle scores with this traitor. Finally, I've been given the chance. Just wait and watch Jimin, and see what I do to you. Nearby, a girl sitting to the side notices Luo-chan and snaps at him. What are you trying to do? Stop acting here. You've been staring at our school for a while, and your creepy smile is disgusting. Do you even realize someone like you couldn't afford this $1 million painting? The girl's grandfather intervenes, saying, Shuang, you shouldn't be so rude, young man. Were you looking at this painting? Do you know something about it? Luo-chan thinks, $1 million painting, this kind of artwork, sells for $500 at most. Luo-chan replies, I was just wondering how you could be so happy about buying a fake painting. Hearing this, both the girl and her grandfather get angry. The grandfather says, young man, let me give you some advice. Don't speak nonsense. I had this painting authenticated by all the experts in the city. It's absolutely genuine. Luo-chan replies, it doesn't matter if 100 or even 1,000 people checked it. A fake is still a fake. Someone must have tricked you into paying $5 million for a $500 painting. Enraged, the girl says, it seems I need to teach you a lesson. As she moves to punch Luo-chan, her punch stops mid-air against his chest. Shocked, the girl thinks, why can't I even touch him? The grandfather, observing closely, realizes, this young man possesses internal strength. The grandfather steps forward and says, Shuang, step back. Then, apologetically, he says to Luo-chan, young man, please forgive us for being rude. I hope you won't take my granddaughter's words to heart. Shuang protests, Grandpa, why are you apologizing to this fraud? The grandfather reflects, thankfully, this grandmaster is in a forgiving mood, or he could have crushed my granddaughter with a single move. The grandfather turns to Shuang and says, foolish child, apologize to him immediately. Luo-chan thinks, this old man is wise. He's trying to earn my favor. The girl reluctantly apologizes, young man, please forgive me. Luo-chan replies, I don't take to heart the words of people I don't consider important, and you're not important to me at all. The girl thinks, this is the first time I've apologized to someone, and this man is acting so arrogant. The grandfather says, thank you, master, for showing us this kindness. May I humbly ask for your name? Luo-chan responds, my name is Luo-chan. The grandfather continues, Mr. Luo, could you take a look at this painting and tell us what's wrong with it? Luo-chan replies, I won't just tell you, I'll show you. With that, he tears the painting apart. The grandfather and the girl are stunned, holding up the torn pieces. Luo-chan explains, every fragment of this painting is different. The great painters of old used double strokes, but here the strokes are inconsistent. A skilled artist would never make such a glaring mistake. The grandfather, inspecting the pieces, agrees, you're absolutely correct. This painting is a forgery. It's been copied so perfectly that it's almost indistinguishable from the original. It's a good thing I met Mr. Luo today. I must find a way to earn his favor. It's crucial for me. Just then, Luo-chan notices a wooden box in the corner. He says, wait, show me that wooden box. The grandfather asks, do you want this, master? Luo-chan thinks, this wooden box may look simple, but it contains heavenly seeds. A single drop could turn anyone into a cultivator. It seems the old man doesn't know what he possesses. He might just hand it over to me. Luo-chan says, I want this box, but I don't take anything for free. I promise to give you something in return for it. The grandfather responds, since you've said so, please accept my granddaughter as your disciple. It would be the greatest favor to me. Luo-chan, seeing the potential in the girl, grows furious and says, that's one thing I cannot accept. If you want something else, ask for it, but not this. The grandfather replies, but you made me a promise. Luo-chan thinks, once an Immortal Emperor speaks, he cannot go back on his word. It seems I've trapped myself with my own promise. Luo-chan said, fine, but this girl will never call me master. Instead, she'll call me teacher, and there will be no ceremony between us as is customary for disciples and masters. Grandpa replied, that's no problem at all. Suyen, quickly show respect to your teacher. Just then, the train arrived at Tongji Station, and Luo-chan and Grandpa got off. Grandpa said, Mr. Luo, if you ever need anything, please don't hesitate to let me know. Suyen grumbled, Grandpa, what's wrong with you? Everyone knows how powerful you are in Tongji. There are countless powerful masters who wanted me as their disciple, and you rejected them all. But suddenly, you made me the disciple of someone my own age. Grandpa responded, Mr. Luo is not an ordinary person. he is an exceptional figure. If you can't see his strength, it's not your fault. Do you remember Lin Hualong, the man I told you about? Shuang asked. Grandpa, are you talking about that Lin Hualong they call Mr. Beast, the undefeated king of the battlefield who single-handedly defeated thousands of soldiers? They say he's one of the strongest in the country. Are you saying this boy is as powerful as him? Grandpa smacked Shuang lightly and said, you can't compare the two. Mr. Luo is far more powerful. My dear child, I'm telling you this for your own good. You must find a way to win Mr. Luo's favor. His presence here will change Tongji's fate. Meanwhile, outside, Xiao Man's mother was saying, we've been waiting for this trash for so long. If my skin gets damaged from the sun, what will we do? Xiao Man said, Mom, he'll be here soon. As Luo Chan approached, he thought to himself, Tongji, you've given me a lot, but in the end, you took everything away. Some people made me see hell here, but now it's my turn to show them what hell looks like. Just then, Xiao Man called out, Luo Chan, what are you doing standing there? Hurry up and come over here. Luo Chan replied, Jiang Man, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Jiang Man said, what are you doing? First, say hello to my mom. Xiao Man's mom thought to herself, this poor guy is going to be my daughter's husband. I don't know what this foolish girl sees in him. He has neither looks nor money. Xiao Man's mom said, I know why he won't say hello. Kids these days are so arrogant. This boy made us wait for half an hour, but he probably doesn't even value our time. Xiao Man protested, Mom, why are you saying that? Her mom replied, just get in the car. I'm not standing here in the sun because of you too. Jiang Man thought to herself, Luo Chan has changed so much. He used to treat everyone with respect, so why didn't he greet Mom? Her mom said, the houses in Nakan Beach are amazing. The view here is the best in the city. I don't expect you to buy one here, but if you could at least get a duplex, that would be enough for me. You can live on the top floor, and we'll stay on the bottom. Xiao Man replied, Mom, you know this place costs 100,000 per square foot. To buy a house here, we'd need millions. Her mom said, so, the man you chose as your husband can't even afford a duplex here? What kind of man is he? Xiao Man thought, why isn't Luo Chan reacting? He should have just said he'll buy the duplex. This level of provocation isn't enough. I'll have to involve more people. She began texting someone. Later, they reached home, where Jiangman's dad said, Luo Chan, how are you? You're such a nice kid. And you look so good. Xiao Man's mom interjected, will you just keep saying these things all day, or will you cook? Don't you feel ashamed? You stay home all day, and you can't even take care of your wife. Quickly get me some tea, or you'll regret it. Luo Chan said, Uncle, let me help you. Xiao Man's mom commented, Xiao Man, what kind of boy have you chosen? Look, he's helping your father as soon as he arrived. He's no different from your dad. Marrying your father was a mistake, and it seems your fate is the same as mine. Just then, the doorbell rang. At the door, a man said, Xiao Man, are you home? Why weren't you answering my calls? Let's go watch a movie. I have an extra ticket, Xiao Man said. What are you doing here? I have no free time, so I can't come with you. Xiao Man's mom opened the door and said, Jing, you're here, why are you standing outside? Come in. Xiao Man said, but Mom, Luo Chan is home today. Jing said, Auntie, I brought you a special perfume from France, just one spray, and you'll smell amazing. Xiao Man's mom said, okay, dear, as long as you bring me gifts, you can say anything you like. Meanwhile, Luo Chan stared at Jing coldly, nervous. Jing asked, Auntie, who is this? Xiao Man's mom replied, he's the useless son of my husband's useless classmate who came here from a village to find work. Jing thought, so he's just a village bumpkin. Extending his hand, Jing said, nice to meet you. Luo Chan ignored him and said, Uncle, let me help you for a second. Jing thought, how dare this scumbag ignore me? I won't let this slide. Jing said, if you're staying in Tongji, we should get to know each other. It's hard to find work in this city. Luo Chan replied, don't worry, a person like you is unforgettable. Zhang chuckles, Xiao Man, it seems like your friend isn't interested in talking to me. Your mom mentioned he's here for a job. Why don't you refer him to my company? We're doing really well right now, and there's always a need for staff in a growing company. I'll make sure he gets a great position. Xiao Man's mom smiles and says, Zhang, you're the best. At such a young age, you've started your own company and are even a professor at a prestigious university. With your guidance, Jiaman will surely achieve something in life. Then, turning to Luo Zhen, she adds, you should learn something from Zhang. It'll be good for you. Luo Zhen, unfazed, steps out of the room, leaving behind a strange aura. Jiaman calls out, Luo Zhen, where are you going? But he ignores her and walks away. Zhang thinks to himself, It seems this loser couldn't handle the humiliation. Good, at least he left in time. Outside, Xiao Man tries to explain, Luo Zhen, don't misunderstand, Zhan is just my friend. Luo Zhen replies coldly, I haven't questioned your relationship, so there's no need to clarify anything, just answer what I ask. Jiaman, puzzled, thinks to herself, something's off, Luo Zhen never acted like this before, how has his attitude changed so much? Tearing up, she says, I know, Luo Zhen, you're concerned about me, but concern alone doesn't fill stomachs in this world, money does. Zhang's father holds a high position in Tongju and is a major shareholder in a large company. I ignore Zhang because of you, but at least for my sake, you need to afford a house in Tongju. Without it, my family won't accept you. Luo Zhen replies firmly, stop twisting your words and tell me clearly what you want to say. Xiao Man hesitates, then says, your father has a factory worth over 3 million. My mom was saying that if you took a loan against it, you could easily afford a house. Luo Zhen thinks to himself, this snake is repeating the same thing she once said to trick me. I remember it all too well. The scene flashes back to Luo Zhen holding the papers for a new house, excitedly saying, finally, I bought Xiao Man's dream house, now we can live happily as a family. But later, he caught Xiao Man with Zhang. Instead of remorse, Xiao Man had transferred the house into her name and hired thugs to beat him up. Luo Zhen had confronted them, saying, Zhang and Xiao Man, you betrayed me under the guise of love and friendship, to buy this house. I used my father's lifetime savings, everything you have is mine. But Zhang and Xiao Man had him beaten and thrown out. Returning to the present, Xiao Man says, talk to your father once, Luo Chen, and get the factory papers from him. Luo Zhen pulls his hand away, saying, what's the rush? The real show is just beginning. Inside, Xiao Man's mom complains that Luo Zhen has no manners at all. He left without saying a word, even during mealtime, and Xiao Man followed him. Zhang tries to console her, saying, Auntie, don't worry, look at the gift I brought you, a perfume from France, just a single spray, and it smells amazing. Xiao Man's mom exclaims, oh, Zhang, you're such a sweet boy. Do you know what Luo Chen brought? Just 2 bags of tea leaves. Who gives such gifts? Only an unrefined villager would do that. Suddenly, Zhang feels discomfort in his stomach but tries to suppress it. Xiao Man's mom sprays the perfume and remarks, wait, why does this smell sour? It's disgusting. Where's this horrible smell coming from? Zhang confesses sheepishly, Auntie, I think it's me. I drank the wrong thing and accidentally let it out. Xiao Man's mom, horrified by the smell, faints. Zhang, embarrassed, runs out, muttering, wait for me, Luo Chen. I'll get back at you for this humiliation. Luo Chen smirks, thinking, this is just the beginning. Slowly, I'll settle all scores. Xiao Man, trying to defuse the situation, says, Luo Chen, let's go. I'll help you find a house in the wealthy area nearby. Xiao Man's mom added, why are you coming back? Can't you see how bad my condition has become? Luo Chan replied, there's no need to drop me off, I'll go alone. As soon as he stepped outside, he noticed a message from Shuang on his phone. Teacher, where are you? My grandfather has booked a presidential suite for you at a hotel. As Luo Chen was walking along the road, a taxi driver noticed him and said, little brother, where are you headed? You don't seem like a local. Come, I'll give you a ride. Luo Zhan replied, no, there's no need, thank you. The driver insisted, it's getting really late, you won't find another cab here, I can drop you anywhere. Luo Chan responded firmly, I said no, I don't need a ride. The driver muttered, he must be poor, can't even afford a cab. Just then, Shuang's car pulled up next to Luo Chan. Shuang apologized, teacher, I'm sorry I'm late. The taxi driver thought, this guy turned out to be super rich. If that's the case, why didn't he say so earlier? What an idiot. Shuang said, teacher, this cab driver is being annoying, should I teach him a lesson? Luo Chan replied, no need, just watch, you're about to see an amazing show. Suddenly, a girl appeared behind the taxi driver and asked, Uncle, can you give me a ride? The driver replied, of course, I only work for people like you. Shuang asked, teacher, who is the driver talking to? There's no one there, Luo Chan explained. That's because not everyone can see death. This taxi driver is about to die soon. Shuang, shocked, thought, is this man really about to die? Meanwhile, the driver asked, Miss, where do you want to go? Death replied, take me to Pengwang Beach. Luo Chan commented to Shuang, there are many things in this world that normal people cannot understand. One day, when reality hits you, you'll understand. Shuang took Luo Chen to the 7-star Hotel Emirates and said, teacher, My grandpa booked this presidential suite for you for 1 month. Here's the key card, the contact papers, and the car keys. Please check to ensure everything is in order. Luo looked at the papers and said, these are company transfer papers. Are you giving me this company? Shuang replied, our Yi family has many properties in our trust. This company isn't very big, but its profits are amazing. Grandpa said this is my tuition fee, so please accept it. Luo thought, Tongju Media, isn't that the same company where Xiaoman works? I must say, the Yi family is impressive, Luo said. Alright, I'll take it. As Shuang left, she said, teacher, if you need anything, just call me. Later, Luo reached his suite. As he stood outside the door, he overheard a woman pleading, Director Wang, please don't do this. I'll quit this job, but don't force me to do this. Luo opened the door with his card and thought, this card matches this gate. Is someone still inside? Inside, Director Wang was saying, I'm not forcing you. Dozens of girls like you have worked with me before. The girl replied, I don't care if I never get another job in the future, but I won't do this. Please let me go. Director Wang laughed and said, you're underestimating me. As long as I'm being nice. Agree. If you scream, no one will dare enter this room. Luo entered and sat down in a chair, lighting a cigarette. Director Wang yelled, who do you think you are, barging in here? Do you know who I am? I'll ruin your career. The girl whispered to Luo, this man is dangerous. You should leave quickly. Ignoring her, Luo smoked his cigarette calmly. Enraged, Director Wang tried to attack him with a bottle. The girl intervened, holding Wang back, and told Luo, this is your chance to escape. Wang threw the girl aside, causing her head to hit the table. Furious, Luo grabbed Director Wang by the neck. Wang threatened, let me go, or you'll spend your life in jail. At that moment, Luo burned Director Wang to ashes. Luo said, there was no point in dealing with such trash. Today, I've eliminated one more boss from this world, but now, what should I do with this girl? I'll have to take care of her. He lifted the girl and placed her in the bathtub. While waiting, Luo thought, she'll regain consciousness soon. Suddenly, the girl screamed loudly. Luo said, keep your mouth shut. The girl responded, what happened here, and where's Wang Fu? Luo replied, don't worry about him. I've dealt with him. Once your intoxication wears off, you can leave. The girl said, intoxicated? But I didn't even drink anything. Luo explained, you weren't drunk, you were drugged. Look, trying to save you has already worn me out. For now, I'm going to rest in my bed. You can come out later. Embarrassed, the girl thought to herself, what did he mean by that? After bathing for a while, the girl finally stepped out. She thought, little brother saved me from Wang Fu, a man so dangerous that even the underworld feared him. How did this young boy manage to save me? Luo said, your time is up. The girl thought, he told me I could only stay for 15 minutes, but I've been showering for almost an hour because it felt so good. The girl Jia said, my clothes are ruined, so going outside like this will be difficult. Surely, he wouldn't throw me out in this condition. Normally, any guy would be delighted to keep a girl in such a situation, but I trust this man. He seems like a good person. Jia said, can you lend me your phone for a while? I need to call my assistant. Luo replied, take my phone and go to your room, but make sure to lock your door because I don't like being disturbed. Handing her the phone, Luo added, I don't like repeating myself, so remember what I've said. Jia thought, he's the first guy who hasn't even glanced at me. After getting a closer look, I can tell he's quite handsome. Standing next to him, it feels like he's someone really important because of his commanding aura. Luo said, don't disturb me, go to your room. As she left, Jia thought, this guy has such a strong attitude. After Jia left, Luo took out a wooden box and thought, so, the heavenly seed is hidden inside this box. Luckily, my Supreme Emperor's scripture is still within me, otherwise, I would have missed this extraordinary opportunity. Each seed contains the great power of our ancestors. Even a normal seed can activate your environmental god. This particular seed holds the power of the divine eye. If I can absorb it properly, I'll gain godlike vision. However, I don't currently have cultivation power, so I'll need to rely on my scripture to harness its energy. Unfortunately, the seed is not in perfect condition due to improper preservation. I can't use it now, but when the time comes, I'll surely use it. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. Jia said, sorry to bother you, but my assistant's phone isn't working. Can we switch rooms? I'm too scared to sleep outside. I'm not trying to take advantage of you, but I'm willing to pay double for this room. Jia thought. The second bedroom in this room isn't very comfortable, and if Wang Fu sends someone to attack, they'll target the second bedroom first, giving me time to call for help while this guy fights them off, Luo Chen said. You're quite a calculative person, making such requests after thinking everything through, Jia replied. Stop talking nonsense and just answer me. Will you switch rooms or not? Luo Chen said. No, I won't. Jia thought. I can't believe Lin Jia, a first-tier actress, can't charm this guy. He's probably just a college student who refuses to listen to me, Jia said. Fine, I'll stay here, but if you won't sleep in the second room, you'll have to share the bed with me, Jia thought. Look at him blushing. It doesn't matter how tough he tries to act. He's just a college boy, Luo Chen thought. This human body is frustrating. I can't even control my emotions, Jia thought. If he doesn't agree to my request, I won't let him go, Luo Chen asked. Aren't you afraid I might do something to you? Jia replied. If I were scared, would I even be here? But internally, she thought, of course I'm scared. If people found out Lin Jia was caught in a hotel with a guy, it would cause chaos on the internet. She continued, still, this guy is honest. If he wanted to take advantage of me while I was unconscious, he could have, but he didn't. I'm confident he won't do anything inappropriate now, Luo Chen said. Fine, you can stay here, Jia thought. Finally, he agreed to sleep in the second bedroom. However, Luo Chen returned shortly after and said, before sleeping, make sure to dry your hair, otherwise, you might catch a cold. Embarrassed, Jia said. Okay, I'll dry it, Jia thought. I didn't expect him to be this considerate. Later, Luo Chen lay on the bed and said, I'm going to sleep, but don't talk while you're here, Jia thought. Even after saying yes, why didn't he go to the second bedroom? It was 3 a.m. Jia thought. I didn't expect things to turn out this way. Meanwhile, Luo Chen thought, she's disturbing my sleep. The next morning, Luo Chen thought, my mood is completely ruined because I couldn't sleep properly because of her. He noticed a card left by the girl under the table. Jia had written, I'm sorry, I only had $800 in cash, so I'm leaving this as payment for now. I've left my business card, please contact me, and I'll pay you in full later, Luo Chen thought. That girl was truly interesting. As he prepared to leave, Luo Chen said, it's time to head to my company, Tongju Media. Today is going to be exciting. Luo Chen arrived at Tongju Media, and the main boss said, Mr. Luo Chen, these are the company transfer papers. You'll need to sign them. After signing, Luo Chen asked, what are these signatures for? The person responded, sir, that was the last one. Thank you for signing. At that moment, Luo Chan's phone rang. It was Xiao Man calling. She asked, Luo Chen, are you up? Luo Chen replied, look, I wouldn't be talking to you in my sleep, would I? Of course, I'm awake. Xiao Man said, it's already 9 a.m. Why haven't you arrived yet? I submitted your resume to my company, and if you come now, there's a chance you might get the job, Luo Chen replied. I'll be there in 10 minutes, Xiao Man said. When you arrive, call me first, don't come inside directly. Meanwhile, Xiao Man's colleague teased her, saying, so, Xiao Man, your boyfriend is coming here for an interview today. Xiao Man replied, yes, he is. The colleague added, oh, so the rumors are true. The man you've chosen must be a millionaire. But why would such a wealthy guy want to work at our company? Just then, Xiao Man's friend arrived and said, you're mistaken, that guy is not a millionaire. He's a poor man from a village looking for a job here. Xiao Man and I have been friends since college, so I know everything about her boyfriend. Another girl asked, is Xiao Man's boyfriend really that bad? The friend replied, I've told her many times to break up with him, but she's stubborn. There's a huge gap between them, yet she's still with him for some reason. At that moment, Luo Chen arrived and said, Xiao Man, you work here? Xiao Man scolded, why did you come inside directly? I told you I would come to get you. Her colleague asked, are you Xiao Man's boyfriend? Luo Chen replied, yes, I am. But what does that have to do with you? The colleague thought to herself, his clothes scream poverty. It seems everything we heard about him was true. Another girl remarked, Luo Chen, have you fallen so low that you need Xiao Man's help to get a job? Do you think you're even worthy of her? Luo Chen responded, mind your own business and stop gossiping. The girl snapped back, how dare you talk to me like that? If Xiao Man wasn't around, you wouldn't even get a job cleaning toilets. Just then, the manager arrived and asked, what's all this commotion? Ignoring the scene, the manager turned to Luo Chen and said, are you Luo Chen? I'm the sales manager of Tongju Media. From now on, you'll work in our department. If you need any help, feel free to ask. Luo Chen replied, okay, but when do I start? The manager thought, He looks poor but seems quite arrogant, the manager said. Luo-chan, since this is your first day, I'm giving you an important task to help you understand our work. We have major clients that previous employees couldn't persuade. Let's see if you can succeed. Luo-chan thought, the client is offering good money and is even willing to pay up front, he confidently said. I'll definitely get it done, this is easy. The staff doubted him, saying, even experienced people couldn't convince them. What makes you think you can? Another colleague added, they're looking for a top artist to perform, and no one would agree to do it for such a low fee. Luo-chan ignored them and called the client. Meanwhile, Xiaoman said, Luo-chan, have you had enough of embarrassing yourself? You've ruined my entire day. The manager chuckled and said, enough joking around, let's get back to work. We'll gather again once Luo-chan's big star arrives. Outside, the security guard noticed a luxurious car and asked the person inside, who are you here to meet? The woman replied, I'm Lin Jia. Shocked, the security guard exclaimed, are you the country's most famous star? Lin Jia, back inside. Luo-chan was on a call while Xiaoman continued scolding him. Do you enjoy getting humiliated? You've made a mess of everything today. Luo-chan replied calmly, look, I haven't done anything to embarrass you. Stop talking to me like this. You haven't bought me, and I won't tolerate this attitude from you. Xiaoman said, choosing you was the biggest mistake of my life. Do you really think I don't know your worth? You'll never be able to sign a contract with a big star, Luo-chan retorted. When the manager was giving me a hard time, why didn't you speak up for me? Now that I'm handling things on my own, you're here to lecture me? I know how to deal with this. I don't need your advice. Xiaoman sighed. You've changed so much, Luo-chan. Meanwhile, outside Tongju Media, we see a security guard telling everyone, don't push around. Meanwhile, fans in the crowd are yelling, Lin Jia, we're your biggest fans. Please, just one autograph and you'll make us go crazy. Seeing such a massive crowd, the manager becomes very anxious and says, this crowd shows that a big star must be here. Didn't you say that Luo-chan is just a poor boy? Xiaoman replies, aren't you noticing, that actress who came here doesn't even know who called her here? It's possible that her being here is just a coincidence and not because Luo-chan called her. The manager nods, yes, you're absolutely right, it must be a coincidence. Lin Jia walks toward Luo-chan and, blushing, says, finally, I found you. Shocked, Xiaoman thinks, how can Lin Jia come here just because of a single call from Luo-chan? Luo-chan says, let's sit and talk. If you can fulfill some needs of our clients, we'll proceed with the work, otherwise, you can leave. Lin Jia thinks, I thought he called me here just to flirt, but it seems he's called me for professional work. Still, I have to admit, whatever he did with Wang Fu must have been significant since Wang hasn't dared to show up in front of me since last night. In our industry, there are 3 worst directors who ruin people's lives. One of them invites struggling actors for coffee only to badmouth them later. He's notorious for controlling star kids in the industry. Then there's the other director, whose character matches Wang Fu's. He, too, is always after girls. Wang Fu, being so despicable, never spares anyone unless they have a strong background. This must be why this person is untouchable. I felt bad this morning for not taking the number of that brother, but now I finally have a chance to talk to him because of this deal. Luo-chan says, how did you come so quickly? Smiling, Lin Jia replies, I was nearby when you called. I thought you wanted to meet me, so I came as soon as I could. Xiaoman wonders, how do Luo-chan and Lin Jia know each other? If he says they're from the same village and rode the same buffalo as kids, I won't believe it. Lin Jia says, girl, can you please shut that gate? It's too noisy outside. Xiaoman thinks, fans are already gathering. Fans shout, let us meet Lin Jia just once. The security guard says, no, she's in an important meeting, you can't enter right now. Meanwhile, people outside gossip, why is there such a crowd here? Another person replies, a superstar named Lin Jia is here, talking to a guy named Luo-chan. The first person exclaims, what? Lin Jia is here? The second confirms, yes, the superstar Lin Jia, whose last 2 movies grossed over 2 billion. In terms of fandom, she's no less than Tom Cruise. Inside, the manager enters and says, everyone, move aside. Don't you understand this is an office gate, not your home? He thinks, I need to go and see what's going on. Lin Jia closes the gate on their faces, and Xiaoman thinks, you're a big star, that's impressive. But how dare you order me around? Because of you, how will Luo-chan pretend in front of me now? Lin Jia says, fine, I'll handle this task. My manager will update you on my schedule. Luo-chan replies, we haven't discussed money yet. Lin Jia says, if you promise me one thing, I won't charge you, Luo-chan asks. What promise do you need? As he thinks, city people are too smart. That old man tricked me into making a promise too, Lin Jia says. I'm inviting you to dinner. Please don't say no to this. Then Lin Jia leaves, saying, Luo-chan, don't forget your promise, he replies. Okay, I'll come. As she departs, Lin Jia thinks, Luo-chan, I'm not going to let you off so easily now. Meanwhile, some colleagues approach Luo-chan. Please let us work with you. We're good colleagues, right? Please get us Lin Jia's autograph too. The manager, irritated, says. This jerk and Lin Jia's friendship seemed extraordinary. But how did she even know his name? Luo-chan is intentionally making all this happen, Xiaoman says. Manager Lang, don't get angry. Maybe Luo-chan lied to Lin Jia about something. Angry, the manager says. Do you think Lin Jia is so naive? First, tell me how you had the audacity to lie to me. Because of you, my reputation is ruined, Xiaoman says. Manager Lang, instead of being humiliated further, we should just fire him. The manager replies, everyone already knows how big a client we secured because of Luo-chan today, and now you want to fire him? If the boss asks me why I fired him, what should I say? But don't worry, I'll definitely teach him a lesson. On his very first day at work, this scoundrel caused trouble. I won't let him go. Tonight, the department has organized a dinner. Inform Lan and brother Kai to teach this scoundrel a lesson he'll never forget. Later, it's night. Manager Lang takes everyone in his car to the casino in the city for a party. Everyone is praising Mr. Lang, saying, he's amazing. We've seen this place from the outside many times but never had the courage to enter. Thanks to brother Lang, we finally got the opportunity. Lang thinks spending time here with all these people will be very boring. If I didn't want to know what the staff of this company is really like, I wouldn't have come. Just then, Lan and Kai arrive. Lang greets brother Kai, asking how he's been, mentioning it's been a long time since they last met. Lang explains that he's been hanging out with brother Biao lately. Kai asks if Lang knows who brother Biao is. Lang replies, he's our country's #1 underworld boss. A single call from him can't shake celebrities. And guess what? I've become his right-hand man. Lang jokes, you know what the right hand is for, don't you? Kai responds with a laugh, yes. But do you know how much effort it took to become his right-hand man? Brother Lang, forget brother Biao for now. Tell me about the guy who has the guts to challenge you. Lang points to a man wearing glasses and says, that's Xiaoman's boyfriend. He's more arrogant than anyone else I've ever met. Watching Kai, the others comment that Wang Kai is a crazy guy and advise keeping a safe distance from him. Kai questions Luo-chan, asking, do you even know me? Luo-chan dismisses him, saying, looking at your face, I can tell you're not someone important. Move aside and let some fresh air in. Everyone thinks to themselves that Luo-chan is even crazier than Wang Kai. Kai thinks, this guy has guts. Let's see how long he can keep up his tough act. Meanwhile, Jinshin reveals their plan to offend Luo-chan was successful. Everyone begins to party. Jinshin asks Luo-chan how he knows Xiaoman, but Luo-chan ignores her. Frustrated, she repeats her question, asking if he has gone deaf. Luo-chan retorts, I'm not deaf, but you seem to be. How many times do I have to tell you to mind your own business? Kai invites brother Lang to the upper floor, saying there are interesting games to play. That's where Luo-chan will fall into their trap. They head to the upper floor, where Lang is shocked to see many people gambling. Kai explains, this is the outer area with a limit of just 1,000 chips. Those with real money don't play here. Inside the inner area, there are no limits. Liren boasts about their family's gambling roots and how they earn their wealth. They hand Jinshin a card with 50,000 chips, encouraging her to try her luck. Meanwhile, Xiaoman feels disheartened, thinking everyone else has rich boyfriends while hers is useless. Lang asks Luo-chan why he isn't joining them. Luo-chan remarks, gambling is a dangerous pit, easy to enter, but hard to escape. Kai counters, saying, earning money is easy, but investing it wisely is the real challenge. Liren taunts, when we can't achieve something, we call it sour grapes. Xiaoman decides to gamble despite the warnings. Xiaoman boldly declares she's gambling with her money, so no one should interfere. Lang and Kai are sure she's about to fall into their trap. Xiaoman starts winning big, making her ecstatic. Her colleagues comment on how her luck turned 3,000 into much more. They encourage Luo-chan to try, but he refuses, stating that gambling brings nothing but loss. The bets get higher, and soon, skilled gambler wins all the money in one round. Shocked, everyone exclaims at his luck. Kai confronts the gambler, accusing him of cheating, but the gambler brushes it off, saying, on the table, only money matters, everything else is secondary. We saw that K was getting very angry after continuously losing. Then, his bodyguard came to him and said, "Sir, please don't create trouble." K replied, "Why are you saying I'm creating trouble here? Can't you see, that bastard is cheating? And by the way, do you know who I am? I work for Brother Bayav. I am his right-hand man." At that moment, Brother Dao came over and said, "Bo, you're Brother Bayav's right-hand man? Then you're just a bastard. Who am I? After all, show me your face. Let me see who's talking nonsense here." Nervously, K stammered, "Brother Dao, that's not what I meant to say." Dao slapped K and said, "Rat, how could someone like you have so much status? It's not possible for you to even call me Brother Dao." Then, I looked to the side and saw Brother Dao saying, "I heard someone here is cheating. Will anyone tell me who it is?" Everyone in the office became scared upon hearing this. K pointed to the guy sitting in the chair and accused him of cheating. Dao snapped, "Hey, dog, I didn't ask you. Look, everyone knows this is the best place for gambling in all of Tongju, but to this day, no one has been cheated here. If you're claiming that cheating happened, then you're ruining Brother Bayev's name." Manager Lang intervened, saying, No, Brother Dao, this is definitely a misunderstanding. Our skills are poor, and we don't know how to play. Brother Dao replied, "Okay, no problem, everyone, play in front of me. I'll keep an eye on the game. I'm sure as long as I'm here, we won't be able to cheat at all. Once you've won back all the money you've lost, you can leave." Nervously, everyone said, "But we don't have any money left. If we play more, our installments will bounce." Dao said, "It doesn't matter, I'll lend you money. But whatever I lend you, you'll have to pay me back 3 times that amount. If you have the guts to gamble, then you should have the guts to pay back triple." Hearing this, everyone became very scared. Suddenly, Lu Chan stepped forward and said, "The losers don't have the courage to play, so give me $100,000. I'll play." Jimin exclaimed, "Lu Chan, are you crazy?" The others chimed in, saying, "Lu Chan, if you borrow that money, you'll have to pay back $300,000. Lu Chan replied confidently, "Don't worry, I'm not going to lose like you guys." Brother Dao said, "Boy, I'll give you $100,000, but you must pay back $300,000. Lu Chan replied, "I don't talk nonsense. Let's get started and distribute the cards." As soon as the cards were dealt, Lu Chan boldly declared, "I'm revealing all my cards." The others shouted, "Are you mad? You didn't even look at your cards, and now you're revealing them all? You'll definitely lose." Manager Lang muttered, "This bastard is going to cause even more problems for us." But Lu Chan smiled confidently. Li revealed, "I have 3 queens." Lu Chan responded, "Sorry, but I have 3 kings. That means I win." Shocked, everyone gasped. Li shouted, "How can this guy be so lucky?" After a few more rounds, Lu Chan had amassed a large pile of coins. He declared, "Look, this is $1,004,000, exactly the amount everyone lost." Brother Dao was stunned and thought, "How did this guy win? He must be a #1 gambler." Lu Chan said, "Here, take your $300,000. Now all your debts are cleared." Just then, someone from behind said, "Everyone else can leave, but you, boy, stay." Turning around, Lu Chan saw Brother Bayav himself. Lu Chan thought to himself, "It seems there's not much time left to deal with these idiots." Panic spread as people recognized Brother Bayav, the uncrowned king of Tongju's underworld. Bayav ordered Dao to clear the place and told Lang to leave with the others. Lang thanked him profusely and ushered everyone out, but Lu Chan stayed behind. As the others left, they discussed their guilt and helplessness over the situation. They hoped Lu Chan would return safely. Back inside, Lu Chan confronted Bayav and said, "Why did you stop me? What do you want?" "Even Hung says there's no need to be nervous. You have the skills to play cards. I liked her very much, and I wanted to talk to you about this." "Look, Chan is saying something about it too." "No, I don't want to talk to you. The claim is, you should stay in your limits. The whole city is filled with people behaving like brothers. No one talks to Hung either." Dao is saying, "Calm down, this boy is very straightforward." "Fine, let me speak directly. Listen, boys, you have 2 choices. Either join me and work under me or lose both your hands. These hands won't move anymore." Laughing, he says, "You're a funny person. Do you think, with 4 dogs, you can make a lion? Don't forget, dogs are dogs, and lions are lions." Even Hung agrees. "I feel like you're listening to me, so you won't work under me." "Fine," Chan says. "First, tell me who you are so I can decide whether to follow you." "You're just a guy who brings 10 dogs with him to intimidate people. I smell something foul from you. I don't even want to talk to you, let alone work under you." Biao angrily responds, "I gave you a chance, but you failed." "Dao, you know what you have to do, that's why." Moving forward, Dao says, I will never hold back. While preparing to attack, Dao observes the situation. Luo Chan interrupts, your hands are stained with blood. You've killed so many senselessly. Dao replies, what's wrong? Are you scared? But you didn't think about your next life before this. Dodging Dao's attack, Luo Chan says, you're absolutely wrong. No one in this world can harm me. To prove this, I'll give you a demonstration. While speaking, Luo Chan deflects an arrow with just one finger. Luo Chan thinks, I used to have the power of Emperor Scripture, but now I feel weak. I need more strength to regain my power. Hung's men are shocked. How is this possible? Dao was defeated in one attack. One guard says, he must be a high-level martial artist. Even Hung acknowledges it, saying, don't panic, he's strong, but there must be a limit. I was thinking, Hung says, what if I accidentally offended a teacher? He calls for reinforcements but becomes nervous when his 20 men are quickly defeated. Why isn't anyone answering my calls? He wonders. Finally, someone answers, Biao, what's wrong? But Biao is too nervous to speak. He stammers, don't panic, calm down, I'm right here. The scene changes. A man named Missy answers a call. Did you call me? Biao might be in danger. Prepare quickly, we're going to meet him. Bald Master responds, I'll prepare the men. Back at the scene, Biao admits, I thought you were weak, but I see now that you're not. The guy I just called is the king of this city. Even dozens of people like you couldn't defeat him. Chan says, good, call him quickly. I don't have time to waste. I'm hungry and need to go home to eat. Hung is taken aback by Chan's arrogance. Luo Chan comments, waiting is boring. Until your people arrive. Why don't we play a game? It's called 1000-7, a game used for torture. The scene shifts to Bald Master arriving at the hotel. What's happening? Why are you all standing outside? The guards explain, we were ordered to block the road. Bald Master scolds them, fools. Don't you know your master is in danger? Inside, he finds the guards defeated. We've offended a very powerful person, he mutters. Biao panics, you're a big dog. I swear I'll kill you someday. Luo Chan smirks. You've had a lot of training, haven't you? Most people wouldn't survive this long. Master Yun arrives, shouting, Biao, are you okay? Biao cries, finally, you're here. Please help me, or this devil will kill me. Shuang scolds Hung, you fool. Do you know who you've offended? He's the teacher of Miss Yi Shuang. Biao realizes his mistake and kneels, pleading for forgiveness. Luo Chan considers sparing Biao. Since he's one of your people, I'll forgive him, he says. Shuang tells Biao, thank him quickly. Biao tearfully thanks Luo Chan. Later, Shuang hands Luo Chan an auction invitation. Grandpa says you might find something you like there. Shuang explains. Luo Chan accepts, realizing the family wants his help in return. The story ends with Biao, injured but wiser. I've learned one thing in life. If someone is more powerful than you, it's wise to humble yourself before them if you want to succeed in the future. If I ever meet Marshal Luo Chan, I will quietly kneel before him. And yes, remember, say no to teeth. Prepare a wonderful gift for Mr. Luo Chan. He has done us a great favor by saving our lives. We must repay his kindness. Who knows, through today's actions, we might gain the friendship of such a powerful person, but we can't afford to make him our enemy. Gaining his forgiveness is crucial. The next morning, at the Alma Hotel, Luo Chan arrives, and the receptionist says, Sir, may I check your invitation card? Lacan presents his invitation and enters the party. In another scene, we see Zhang speaking with a friend. Zhang's friend says, I just saw a young man here. He doesn't seem like any young master we know of in our city. Who is he? I've never seen him before. Zhang responds, I know you're curious, but don't bother. He's just a nobody from a small village with nothing but his father's factory. Trust me, he's not worth paying attention to. But this is a private auction. Zhang's friend argues, how could someone without a significant background even get in? Zhang sighs, young Master Chan, believe me, I've met him before, he's no one important. Chan, now suspicious, asks Zhang, you don't seem to like him. Did something happen between the two of you? Zhang's face darkens. He stole the girl I had my eye on. Do you think I could like him after that? Chan smirks, so he stole your future sister-in-law. This guy sounds mean. Let's teach him a lesson. How dare he mess with you? The scene shifts to Luo Chan sitting calmly and reading a book. Chan approaches him and says, I've never seen you here before. Who are you, and who brought you here? Luo Chan ignores him and continues reading, which irritates Chan. Zhang arrives and says, Hey, my friend is asking you something. Are you deaf or dumb? Why aren't you answering? Luo Chan finally responds, Wind blows, fuck you bro. Both Zhang and Chan are taken aback. Chan blurts out, What kind of nonsense are you talking about? A girl nearby chuckles and explains, That's a famous saying. It means, mind your own business. She looks at them and adds, You should heed his advice. Luo Chan calmly remarks, you both seem clueless, it's not your fault, but at least learn to use your brains, or you'll keep getting humiliated everywhere you go. Zhang and Chang fume at his words. Chang shouts, how dare you insult us? At that moment, Manager Li appears and intervenes. What's going on here? He asks. Chang complains, this guy is creating trouble, throw him out. Manager Li turns to Luo Chan and says, excuse me, sir, may I see your invitation card? Luo Chan hands him the card, and Manager Li examines it. His expression changes as he realizes it's genuine. Zhang tries to undermine Luo Chan further, accusing him of stealing the card. Manager Li firmly replies, the card is authentic, there's no reason to doubt this gentleman. Soon, another guest arrives. Grandpa Yi, a highly respected figure, seeing Luo Chan, Grandpa Yi says, this young man is my guest, is there a problem? Manager Li stammers nervously, no, sir, there's been a misunderstanding, I didn't realize he was your guest. Grandpa Yi frowns and says, you seem to have forgotten your place, apologize to him immediately. Manager Li, now panicking, begs for forgiveness, but Grandpa Yi remains stern. Turning to Luo Chan, Grandpa Yi says, shall we go? Everything else will be handled here. Later, Zhang and Chang sit upstairs, drinking. Zhang mutters, I didn't expect this villager to have such powerful connections. Young Master Chan, you did well today. Chang replies, of course, he messed with my wife. I couldn't let him off easily. Their celebration is interrupted when Zhang's father arrives and scolds them. What are you two doing? I heard Mr. Luo invited an important guest today. Did you offend anyone? Before Zhang can respond, guards enter and escort them out of the building, throwing them out the back door. Outside, Zhang's father slaps him and demands, who did you offend? I've been in this city for years and never faced such humiliation. Zhang stammers, it was that villager, Luo Chan. But how could he have such influence? This makes no sense. Inside the house, we see that the auction has already started. The host announces, the next item is now in front of everyone. Chan thinks to himself, it seems like this auction house doesn't only sell art and antiques. I don't believe there will be anything of significance for my work here. Grandpa says, Master Lu, please wait a little longer, surely, there will be something that will interest you. By the way, someone is also coming here specifically to meet you. Chan replies, no problem, I'll wait. He thinks, I didn't expect Lao to call me here without a reason. If there weren't a motive, he wouldn't have invited me. Grandpa adds, actually, the person who is coming has been working with me for at least 10 years. I've never doubted him once in my life, but due to what happened on the train, my eyes have been opened. If I hadn't learned the truth about that photo, I would have never known this person's reality. Until now, I was living in ignorance. At that moment, person arrives and says, I'm sorry for being late, I got stuck in traffic. Grandpa introduces the man to Chan and says, this is him. The man looks at Chan and asks, Grandpa, who is this? Grandpa responds, he's my new companion. He's an excellent expert in identifying antiques, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to bring him along. The man thinks, is the old man planning to make this guy my replacement as an appraiser? Well, I won't let that happen. He greets Chan and says, it's a pleasure to meet you. Chan responds confidently, don't worry. The man wonders, why is he telling me not to worry? I've been working with the old man for so many years and am still tolerating this newcomer. That's a big deal, but he's acting so arrogantly in front of me. Never mind, I'll teach him a lesson later. At that moment, the host announces, guests, the next item up for auction is a very rare piece, a bronze sword from the Zhou dynasty. I'm sure many of you are already familiar with its historical significance. The man comments, this item looks quite remarkable. Acquiring such rare items in the regular market is extremely difficult. Moreover, the starting price is not particularly high. If we secure this through bidding, it will be a valuable addition for us. Chan interrupts, hold on a second, there's something off about this sword. Master Fai says, little brother, I have years of experience as an appraiser. I think you may not fully understand this, but I can assure you that this item has been thoroughly verified. You have nothing to worry about. It's absolutely not fake. Chan insists, I'm telling you, this sword is fake. Master Fai, irritated, responds, how can you make such baseless claims? When I say it's real, it's real. There's no way this could be fake. Shuang thinks, why do I feel like I've seen this item somewhere before? Someone else must have behaved the same way with it. Master Fai confronts Chan. Do you really have the capability to determine whether this is fake? Do you know how many years of experience I have in this field? Chan retorts, your experience is worthless. There's no point in arguing. let's win the bid first, then have this item professionally appraised. That will put an end to this discussion once and for all. The truth will come out, Master Fight says. I know Mr. Yi trusts me implicitly. He won't have this item appraised elsewhere. Even if you get it checked, you won't find anyone better than me. I'm the #1 appraiser in Tongshu. I don't even need to examine an item to tell whether it's real or fake. Grandpa Yi says, Shuang, let's start bidding on this item. Mr. Lu, please don't take this the wrong way. I fully trust you, but I also know that Master Fi has never made a mistake when verifying items. Fai Tang thinks to himself, what did this kid expect, that he could go against me? I've been working with Mr. Yi for longer than this boy has been alive. There's no way he can drive a wedge between us, the announcer says. The current bid for the bronze sword is 3 million. Does anyone want to bid higher? Shuang raises her hand and announces, 5 million. The host asks, does anyone want to go higher than 5 million? The crowd murmurs, it seems Mr. Yi has already secured this sword. No one here would dare bid against him. Ultimately, the sword is sold to the Yi family for 5 million, Master Fai Tang says. I've conducted extensive research on the Zhou dynasty. At a glance, I can determine whether a sword is real or fake. This sword is an exceptional treasure, once used by nobles of that era. He adds, it's fortunate that Mr. Yi has an eye for rare items, otherwise, because of this boy, you might have lost out on such an extraordinary piece. Acquiring something so rare at such a reasonable price is truly a stroke of luck. Ignoring Fai Tang's comments, Chan focuses on the sword. Fai Tang, growing agitated, says, listen boy, I've been polite only because of Mr. Yi, but you've not even appreciated my kindness. You're provoking me. At that moment, someone whispers something in Grandpa Yi's ear. Grandpa Yi says, look, there's no need for all this fighting. Master Fi, you've shared much about yourself here. I trusted you deeply in the past. Can you explain something to me? This certificate clearly states that the sword is fake. Do you have an answer for this? Fai Tang, shocked, responds, Mr. Yi, how is that possible? I don't know anything about this. All items that come to the auction are carefully verified. To this day, no fake item has ever made it through. I don't know how this happened. Shuang interjects, this is precisely what happens when you trick my grandpa into buying fake items. You know he trusts you completely and never double-checks your claims. Fai Tang, defensive, says, stop spreading baseless accusations about me, young miss. What would I gain from doing something like this? Shuang replies sharply, oh, you've benefited plenty. That's why you've been doing this. Not only this sword but also that painting you convinced him to buy last time. I had both investigated. Do you know what I discovered? Both items were placed in the auction house by you. You bribed the appraiser to include 2 fake items in the auction, tricking my grandpa into purchasing them. She continues, take responsibility for your actions, or I'll have that appraiser here in 2 seconds. Then the truth will come out, but your reputation will be destroyed. Hearing this, Fai Tang collapses to his knees and pleads, Mr. Yi, please allow me to explain. Circumstances forced me to do this. I needed the money. Shuang cuts him off. Stop with the dramatic excuses. You were nothing, and yet my grandpa gave you 12 shops in prime market locations. 6 of those shops are thriving businesses, and 6 are antiques. The rent from just 1 shop is enough for you to live comfortably for life. With all this income, what urgent need could you possibly have had? Don't even try to blame it on medical expenses. My grandpa would have covered those without hesitation. Fai Tang covers his face with his hands and says, I'm sorry, but I can't reveal the reason. Grandpa Yi, furious, says, take this scoundrel away. I don't want to see his face again. The guards promptly escort Fai Tang out of the auction hall. Grandpa Yi apologizes, Master Lu, I'm deeply sorry for everything that has happened here today. Chan replies, no, it's okay. I understand how painful it must be when someone you trust betrays you. It's a terrible feeling. I know because I've been through it myself. Shuang says, Grandpa, he worked with you for 10 years, and you never treated him unfairly. You even considered him like a brother. How could he do something so vile to you? Grandpa Yi sighs. I've known Fai Tang for a very long time. He wouldn't do something like this just for money. Someone must have manipulated him into this. But who in Tang City could have a vendetta against me strong enough to push him to betray me? Could it be an enemy from my past? I have a feeling that if we face another problem, we might need Mr. Lu's help again. Chan thinks to himself, now I understand why Mr. Yi has been behaving so politely with me. The host announces, ladies and gentlemen, our final item of the auction is a very special one. Please take a close look. This is a 120,000 square meter piece of Pangwang land. The starting bid for this property is 1 million yuan. Jane thinks, Pangwang. Why does that name sound so familiar? Shuang says, Teacher, are you interested in this? At one time, the lands of Pangwang were worth billions of yuan, but unfortunately, it has now become a desolate ruin. Chan asks, what happened to it? Shuang explains, 3 architects died there. For 6 days, work would progress smoothly, but on the 7th day, one of the architects would always die. Not just architects, many workers lost their lives there as well. Over the span of a year, more than 50 workers and professionals died under mysterious circumstances. That land was abandoned, and the rumors began. Some say it's cursed, others believe it's haunted. No one dares to invest in it anymore, despite its prime location. Chan, intrigued, asks, so why is it being auctioned now? Shuang responds, the owner probably sees no value in holding onto it and is trying to recoup some of the losses. If no one bids on it, the land will remain idle, continuing to drain resources for upkeep and taxes. Chan thinks to himself, a cursed land, or perhaps just an opportunity cloaked in mystery. Either way, I should investigate further. The bidding begins. The host calls out, 1 million yuan. Do I have a bid? The room remains silent. Some whisper among themselves, hesitant to even consider the land. The host presses on, no bids yet. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is a prime location. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Chan raises his hand, 1 million yuan. The crowd gasps. Shuang looks at him, concerned, Teacher, are you sure about this? That land has a dark history. Chan replies calmly, Shuang, sometimes the greatest rewards lie beyond the greatest risks. Sold to Mr. Lu for 2 million yuan. Shuang shakes her head, Teacher, you're either a genius or a madman. Chan smiles, let's find out which. As the auction concludes, before leaving, Grandpa Yi stops him, Mr. Lu, I must thank you again for your help today, but now I must ask, why did you bid on that land? What do you see in it? Chan replies, Mr. Yi, every piece of land tells a story. Pangwang's story isn't over yet. I'm heading to the Pangwang forest for a short visit. On his way, Luo Chan thinks, this place is quite close to the city. Judging by its location, I can't understand how its price drops that much, but it's only due to some strange stories that no one lives here. Not a single person stands around this place, but I must see for myself what kind of curse is haunting this area. As Luo Chan enters the Pangwang forest, he is utterly shocked. He notices a dangerous demonic aura surrounding the forest. Using his powers, Luo Chan clears the path behind him and says, I never thought this place could have such high energy, especially since it's only mid-afternoon. Energy usually becomes more powerful at this time, but the average energy here is already so intense. If it's this strong during the day, it will undoubtedly be overwhelming at night. Things are getting very interesting here. Looking around, he notices an old building. This building is truly remarkable, he thinks. The ancient architects did an excellent job. The main structure is nearly complete. A significant amount of money must have been spent building this place. However, something feels off about it. The building leans slightly to the east, resembling the bowed head of a dragon, while the path to the west is completely straight. The building was designed in a way to block airflow, making it almost impossible for wind to pass through. I can tell this structure was created to trap evil energy. Clearly, some people's dark motives are hidden behind this building. Many paid the price for human errors here. He continues, since I'm now the owner of this place, I'll have to work hard to cleanse it. Just then, an elderly woman appears, pleading, Child, please stop right here and don't go any further. This building is extremely dangerous. As a grandmother, I'm warning you, it's not safe here. Leave now, and you'll be happier for it. If you enter, you may never be able to leave. Luo Chan notices that the woman has an earthbound spirit but not an evil one, so his emperor's script didn't trigger any warnings. The grandmother continues, Look, child, I have something for you. My son, who worked as a laborer on this building, left this blueprint before he passed away. If you ever get lost inside, this will help you find your way out. As Luo Chan examines the blueprint, he realizes it's the project's site plan, but when he looks up, the grandmother has vanished. Thinking aloud, he says, At least now I have a guide to navigate this place. Upon entering the first floor, numerous evil spirits begin to emerge. Luo Chan mutters, I expected this. The aura here is far from right. Every kind of malevolent spirit has gathered here. Judging by the design, the purpose of this building must have been to trap these spirits. The energy of the 9 evil spirits has accumulated, and even the heaven's power is being suppressed here. these minor spirits dare to challenge me. As Luo-chan prepares to take action, a voice interrupts. Lower your hands, a police officer shouts at him. Boy, turn around. Luo-chan thinks, this just got complicated. The red-haired officer demands, who are you? Why didn't you lower your hands when we told you to? Ignoring them, Luo-chan stays silent, further irritating the officers. What are you doing with your hands in the air? They yell. I'll count to 3. If you don't answer, I'll shoot. The red-haired officer warns. By the time she finishes the count, another officer fires a warning shot that narrowly misses Luo-chan. This fool could have killed someone, Luo-chan thinks, watching the bullet pass close to his head. The red-haired officer scolds her subordinate. What are you doing? What if that shot had hit him? The subordinate retorts, Captain, he ignored your orders, so I fired a warning shot. She snaps, from now on, stay quiet and don't do anything reckless. Another officer chimes in. Do you know what you're doing, kid? A lot of people lost their lives in this area recently, which is why it's been sealed off. Civilians aren't allowed here, you need to leave. Luo-chan reflects. I still have enough power to teach these 3 a lesson, but then how will I deal with the evil spirits later? Besides, these people aren't bad, they're just doing their jobs. It wouldn't be right to go against law enforcement. Fine, I'll do what the situation demands, Luo-chan decided. The captain, observing Luo-chan thought, this guy looks about my age. We've had guns pointed at him for a while, and one of us even fired a shot, yet there's not a trace of fear on his face. He's standing there so calmly. Another officer said, Kid, speak up, or we'll shoot you. Luo-chan replied, there's no need to worry. I'm just really interested in paranormal activities. I came here to capture some amazing videos. That's all. The officer behind him scoffed. Videos? Do you take us for fools? I'm pretty sure you're the killer responsible for all those deaths in Panlong district. Criminals like you always return to the scene of the crime. The captain interrupted. What records are you talking about? You've only solved 40 cases in your career, and all of them were wrong. None of the people you accused were actual criminals. So, we're not going to rely on your so-called experience. She turned to Luo-chan and said, I'm Jia Jin, captain of Panlong district. Cooperate with us, and I'll take you to the police station. We're not saying you're guilty, just asking for your cooperation. If everything you say checks out, you'll be free to go. Luo-chan smirked. Do you always speak with this attitude when you're making a request? Captain Jia Jin retorted. This isn't a request, it's an order. Let's go. There's no point wasting time here. The group started walking out of the area, but after half an hour, Jia Jin looked uneasy. What's wrong, Captain? An officer asked. Jia Jin replied. Something's not right. We've been walking for 30 minutes and ended up back where we started. Shocked, the officer said. We're back at the same spot. Is the navigation system malfunctioning? Jin shook her head. I was heading north. I don't know how we returned here. Luo-chan interjected. If you keep wandering aimlessly, you'll never leave this place. Haven't you heard about how people ensure good feng shui while building houses? But what if I told you this building was designed so that no one who enters can ever leave? Even if you walk all night, you won't find the main door. It's hidden. This place is like a separate world, cut off from reality. Many lives were sacrificed to create it. Captain Jin snapped. Enough of this nonsense. Just because you speak in a dark tone doesn't mean I'll believe you. Focus on reality. You're too young to spout such absurdities. Did you even finish school? One officer laughed. I checked this guy's ID. He's probably just a village boy who barely studied past middle school. No wonder he's talking nonsense. Jin scolded him. As a police officer, aren't you ashamed of saying such things? If you're so eager to crack jokes, take off your uniform and go be a comedian. I guarantee you'll get booed off stage. Hours passed.
The next part is coming tomorrow. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment Part 2 to show your support.